Question 2 is an organic chemistry question. First question involved knowing the definition of the word hydrocarbon. That means it's a compound that only contains hydrogen and carbon. The one that doesn't contain hydrogen and carbon is P because it's got an oxygen in it. The empirical formula, okay, again here you have to know the definition for empirical formula, which is the simplest ratio of the elements in the compound. The simplest ratio, so compound T is this one, which would just be C2H4, but the simplest ratio of that becomes CH2. The name of compound U, just skipping back up to look at what U looks like, you need to just remember your names of alkanes. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons in it. So a bit like a pentagon, you just have to remember that is pentane. Okay, it's an ane, not an ene, because it's got only single bonds. Compound R, this is a poorly known reaction, but alkanes react with chlorine or with bromine in the presence of UV radiation, and it substitutes out one of the hydrogens for a chlorine atom. The other product would be HCl if you'd got it, and you end up with, in this case, chloromethane. Slightly odd question here. Again, student X states that S is an alkane. Student Y states that S is an alkene. If we just have a quick look at compound S again, why might this be considered to be an alkane or an alkene? Well, it's not an alkene because it hasn't got double bonds. And it doesn't seem to fit an alkane because it hasn't got the general formula CnH2n plus 2. And that's basically what you had to say. If you have a look at the mark scheme, it pretty much says that it has to be an alkene because it's got the general formula for an alkene, i.e. it fits with CnH2n. So it looks like an alkene, but then it's no double bonds. So it seems to be an alkane, and obviously you would have written that in slightly more elegant English.